Baltimore Jets. Baltimore's Jets. I'm gonna say Baltimore's gonna win this today simply because I got a bunch of the players on my fantasy team, and it's Baltimore Jets. Baltimore is unstoppable. The Jets are awful. It's gonna be a blowout, landslide.
I really think the same thing. Ravens, Jets cannot be able to stop Lamar Jackson and his powerful offense. Ravens.
I'm gonna say Ravens. I think their defense will have a couple touchdowns.
Okay. Start all Ravens players in your fantasy this week.
Please.
All right, now we're gonna go on to one game that I think is gonna be interesting. I'm calling it now. You can laugh at me. Cincinnati is going to beat the New England Patriots. Now let me listen here. Everybody might think I'm crazy for this one.
You are crazy.
They were just caught spying on the plays. You can look it up. They admitted that they were spying on Cincinnati's plays, and I feel like Cincinnati's defense they just want to prove something that Tom Brady's washed. I feel like
They want to prove something with one win?
Yes, and they want to prove that. They want to prove that New England's washed now and that they can be beat by anybody.
I think, Marty, you're a little silly.
A little.
Maybe a lot. New England's obviously going to win this game.
Yeah.
Marty's just
New England's gonna win. There's no doubt about it.
No doubt.
They may be washed up, but they're not gonna lose to the Bengals.
Yeah, they're 1-12, Mark.
What's the Red Rocket gonna do? Throw 4 interceptions?
Oh, he doesn't play no more.
Against the best defense in the league.
Oh,
yeah.
Buddy, that undrafted rookie, I'm not sure what his name is, but he'll throw fire. He'll throw heaters. You just wait.
Yeah.
All right.
He 4 interceptions.
I'll just go through like 5 upsets I think are happening this weekend. Washington is going to beat Philadelphia. Here's why.
That's not really an upset.
Philadelphia is awful. They lost to the Dolphins. They barely beat the Giants. Their offense is all right, I guess. Carson Wentz, I'm not even sure if he's a franchise quarterback anymore, but their defense, it is horrendous. If you watch them, they're honestly one of the worst defenses. And Washington, Dwayne Haskins, I feel like this is him and Terry McLaurin. They're going to come out. They're just absolutely going to blow.
Okay, time out. You said that who'd you say the Eagles lost to?
They lost to the Dolphins, and they barely beat the Giants.
Okay, but you guys lost to the Eagles.
Yes, we did. I didn't say
The Bears. That's the Bears, guys.
That's the Bears.
Well, I didn't say the Bears were good. What do you think,
And
Dylan?
you guys barely beat the Lions.
Washington Eagles.
I think
And you guys barely beat the Giants
Why
too.
are we talking about the Bears?
I think the Eagles will pull it out. Not very it'll be pretty close. I think Ertz will have a good game.
Eagles are obviously going to win. Redskins are doo-doo.
Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, oh, he's retired after series.
Dwayne Haskins, Terry McLaurin.
Okay,
Rookie week one.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is obviously going to destroy it.
He's not a franchise quarterback. He's like Dak level.
Dak's a franchise quarterback.
No, he's
Dak has been putting up record numbers this year.
Yeah.
It's just their defense.
I can put
So
up.
is Mitchell Trubisky.
I can put up.
The records of interceptions.
Anybody can put up record numbers in garbage time when you're losing, and everybody can do that. All right. What's another upset? I got what's another upset I think can happen here? Here I got it. Atlanta upsets San Francisco.
You're an idiot, Mark.
Now listen to this. I think Atlanta has a chance to win this game.
How?
I feel like the Niners are not as confident as they used to be. They're kind of losing it throughout
Beat
the
the
season.
Saints.
They're young.
It don't matter.
They're gonna come out. They're gonna think they're amazing, and they're gonna run into Matty Ice, and Matty Ice is gonna put them away. He's gonna throw all over. And I feel like Julio Jones, if he plays this week, I feel like him and if Devontae Freeman won't do much. They got a good D-line. Matt Ryan, he throws that ball quickly up to Julio Jones. I feel like it's a shootout. I feel like Atlanta can upset San Francisco.
No.
Why?
No. San Francisco has the second best defense in the league. Obviously, they're going to double team Julio Jones.
Julio Jones is arguably the best receiver of all time.
You can still double team him.
You don't think every team does that?
Yeah, and that's why. What's the record? 4-9.
Why do you think he still gets 1,000 yards? He's double teamed every time and he still catches it.
They'll double team him, and the 49ers don't even have to blitz and they'll get pressure. They can send 3 people and sack a quarterback. That's not doing a Hail Mary.
I don't know. Atlanta came out and beat Carolina that one week, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh!" And they beat.
I got 49ers, guys.
Atlanta beat the Saints too. Yeah, remember that game? Yeah, Atlanta can beat anybody whenever they want. It was a couple weeks ago. Right? They blew out the Saints. They can beat people when they show up. So you guys can say that, but they would if they show up. They have a chance.
Yep.
And then my last upset for the week
Packers will beat the Bears.
No, I'm gonna go Carolina upsets Seattle. Seattle's coming off a tough loss, or a really tough loss. I feel like Carolina comes out with Kyle Allen, who has just got a new coach. I feel like he's motivated. He wants to prove that he wants his job. Cam Newton shouldn't have it back. He comes out throwing the ball around, and Christian McCaffrey knows they're not going to make playoffs, so he's just going to lay it all on the line, put his body on the line, and Carolina has a chance to win that game. And if their defense starts playing the
Carolina
game
does not have a chance to win that game.
against Seattle, oh yeah,
Seattle will come back. They will replenish themselves, and they will beat the Panthers. Christian McCaffrey will have a decent game.
Yeah.
But that's about
a
it.
great game. He always has a great game.
All right, we going to NBA now?
No, we got who's the Monday night game?
Saints,
Colts.
Obviously Saints. No.
Saints, easy.
Saints easy.
Yeah, Saints win that game. They're motivated after that tough loss. All right, let's move on to the NBA.
All
Okay,
right.
okay, but the Seattle isn't motivated after that tough loss?
Why would they be?
Yeah.
They're gonna be motivated, but Carolina's even more motivated. Kyle Allen wants his job. Christian McCaffrey's upset he missed the playoffs again because he has to carry the whole team on his back. And then if Carolina's defense shows up, because they were #1 sacks at one time, if they show up like they used to,
First week doesn't count.
yeah. But think about it. No, that was through like 8 weeks they were #1, so they got a good defensive line. They show up. They don't let Chris Carson run. You saw it in the
On to
Rams
the
game.
NBA.
You saw it in the Rams game.
All right, tonight the Rockets are playing the Magic. The Magic are kind of controversial. Marty says they're trash. They shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Yep.
But who do you think will win, Mark?
The Rockets are gonna landslide them. Why are we even talking about this?
Because the Magic are in the playoffs right now.
In the East, average Joes can walk on the court and make it to the playoffs.
No.
Me, us three can make it to a starting lineup in the Magic.
No.
They're terrible.
Marty,
Who's on the Magic? They're terrible.
I honestly
They're
don't know.
Charles Barkley terrible. So, who you?
Charles Barkley was terrible?
No, that's what he's saying. He says everybody's terrible, and so are the Magic. Who do you think's going to win, Cobra? The Rockets or the Magic? Thank you.
I think the Magic will pull it out.
Rockets
Oh my
win.
Goodness. All right, what's another game here?
Either
The
James
next
Harden or
The
Russell
Lakers
Westbrook.
and the Heat
The Lakers and the Heat
Obviously the Lakers.
at Miami.
at Miami.
Lakers.
I'm gonna go Heat win that game. I'm gonna say coach gives the ball to Duncan Robinson again. He hits a couple threes because he's shooting.
Couple of threes.
A few threes. Tyler Hero comes out and he says, I want to beat the best player in the world, so he beats LeBron James. And Jimmy Butler is always a dog. He will dog on Anthony Davis, and he will win that game. What do you think, Dylan?
I'm gonna have to go with the Lakers. I think Alex Caruso.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
unstoppable. He's better than LeBron James.
Alex
Caruso and that little bald spot on his head will get it done.
Looking 50 at 20. But that's nice.
All right.
Wait.
Those games are on tomorrow.
Okay.
Today we have a Celtics and 76ers game
Today.
at Celtics.
Ooh, battle for the East at Celtics. I'm gonna go.
Okay, Mark, but when the Lakers played the Heat, guess what?
What?
Lakers won.
Okay. But
15.
now listen to this. I'm gonna say 76ers win this game. I feel like the Celtics probably have a more complete roster, but I feel like the 76ers are just too talented for them, and I feel like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and the crew haven't really developed as much as they should have by now, and I feel like they're gonna lose that game.
I'm gonna have to go with the Celtics. I think Kevin Walker will knock down a few threes.
Kemba Walker.
Jason Tatum will have a nice night. Jaylen Brown probably won't do very good, but
Jaylen Brown, Josh Richardson will play against Jaylen Brown. Josh Richardson's a really good defender.
All right, Cobra.
76ers.
Why?
They're more talented, aren't they? Yeah.
Then Joel Embiid, which no one
Did Joel Embiid like not score any points against the Raptors this year?
Sure did.
Isn't he a superstar?
It sure is.
Everyone
He's
has
also
shit.
like 25. He's
Everyone
gonna
has
have his
shit.
off game, but once he hits his prime, you ain't gonna.
Superstars don't have off games.
Oh yeah, they do.
Superstars at least will score 1 point.
Well, not Joel
Tristan
Embiid.
could have scored 1 point.
No. Jason Tatum.
Oh no, when you go to them 7-foot.
Okay, let's go to 2 more games.
All right.
Two more games.
Let's see what we got. We got the Kings Warriors.
Oh wow.
Kings.
I don't know who'd watch that game, awful game, but like I said, you'd watch the Kings because De'Aaron Fox is fun to watch. Him sprint up and down the court, and Marvin Bagley just looks like a dog.
Yes, Kings, Warriors are absolutely poop after they lost the best player.
Who even starts for the Warriors?
Nobody but
Kevin or Poole.
A college
Jordan.
team?
Kevin Looney, Willie Cauley-Stein, like Draymond Green. He just says he's hurt every
D'Angelo
night.
Russell.
No, he's hurt every night too. They're hurt. They don't want to play on that.
Alright, one more game.
Yep.
The 76ers at the Brooklyn Nets.
76ers.
Run away with that. Kyrie's probably going to be hurt again because his feelings are hurt, but
Why? Because the
Because
Nets actually do good with that.
Kyrie Irving destroys teams. That's what he does.
he destroys his own team.
Okay.
Destroys.
Other than
The
Jimmy.
Nets are gonna win. The
Why?
Nets are gonna win.
Wow.
The guy with the afro is gonna carry.
Jared Allen.
With the
Yes.
hairline.
He averages like 10 points a game.
Wow.
He's a defensive player.
Wow.
Okay, and he's gonna stop whoever he will guard. Ben Simmons.
He'll guard
Shut down Ben
He's a
Simmons.
center.
He's a center. He'll go Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And Embiid will absolutely snap his neck.
And if he doesn't, Ben Simmons and Josh Richardson, who's gonna stop them? Nobody.
Well, all you have to do is stand in the paint.
Stand in the paint for what?
Ben Simmons.
What about Josh Richardson?
You guard him.
Tobias Harris.
Nobody needs to guard him.
He's a shooter.
He's from the Clippers.
He's a stretch four.
I don't care.
But he's pretty good.
The Nets are gonna win.
No, they're not. Alright. Well, we just had to get a quick episode 4 in, so thank you for watching episode 4, and I hope you liked it.